welcome in to Chamber Chats today. Ben Buckland with you, with Jody Rott, the one half of the brain trust of your Alva Chamber of Commerce. So, Jody, have a little bit of a long introduction when I turn it to you, and I'll tell you why. Cade Kennedy, our producer director, is a no-show today, and he's doing that because they called a mandatory meeting up on the Hill, and apparently it was called at the last minute. So I'm your guy, Jody. I'm producer director, and you know how treacherous that is. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's Jody.
Hey, you're doing a great job, Ben. I mean, you've been doing this for years, right? So you got this. But I will go ahead and just jump right in to all that is happening this week because this week is packed full of all sorts of events and fun stuff going on right here in Alva. So, first off, want to let you know that this week is going to be the Mural Fest. I guess, maybe I should start with like right now. So if we want to start on Tuesday, there's not like, I do have something. There is a revival that's happening Monday through Thursday on the campus of Northwestern. And that's going to be in the Student Center Ballroom starting at 7 p.m. each night. Doors open at 6:30. On Tuesday, you can give blood out at Share Medical Center. That's from 10 to 3. Look for the Blood Mobile. If you want to make an appointment, you can absolutely do that online. Hey, when you go out to Share Medical Center and participate in their blood drive, you get a free cookie or 50 cents off a drink of choice from Wicked Grind Coffee. So you can go donate out there. On Tuesday night, the Gambinos is having their Tuesday night fundraisers. So if you didn't know about this, if you go in and you eat at Gambinos on Tuesday nights, it typically goes toward they donate a portion, 10% of all sales to an organization. And this week, that is going to Woods County Coalition. So you can go in there and grab yourself a pizza, 4 p.m. to close. On Wednesday, there's another blood drive. In case you missed the one at Share Medical Center, you can go to Northwestern, and there is a blood drive from 10 to 3 in the Ranger Room. Walk-ins are welcome, but of course, you can always visit obi.org to make your appointment. On Thursday, it is official. Alva State Bank is now Wisdom Heritage Bank, and we are having a ribbon cutting to celebrate that. So they have officially rebranded, still the same bank that you know and love, but the name has just changed just to reflect what the bank is, and that also allows well, they have several branches, and so it reflects well along those other branches as well. So, Wisdom Heritage Bank, that is Thursday, April 23rd, ribbon cutting for that. You're going to have a welcome from the CEO, Dr. Peggy Wisdom, and there's going to be refreshments and giveaways. That's going to be at 2 p.m. at the bank at 518 College Avenue, of course, right here in Alva. One of the giveaways will include a 52-quart cooler. So if that's something that you're into, make sure you come over and get your name in the drawing for that. Also on Thursday, it's opening night for the musical at Northwestern. The students and community members have been hard at work this semester getting that musical ready. It is Little Shop of Horrors, and that's going to be on Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. and then again on Sunday at 2 p.m. General admission is $15. Northwestern employees are $10. Students and seniors are $5 each. You can purchase your tickets online or you can purchase them at the door. So that's Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. On Friday, you can get your kiddo in at Graceful Arts. There's a make and take there with Katie Keller. That's for all kids, kids of all ages. $10 will get you a make and take at Graceful Arts. And then Friday is the start of the Mural Fest. You can go check out Courtney Miller, also known as Red Dirt Rosie, and Tox Murillo. They are going to be painting murals for our next new murals are going to be debuted on this weekend for the Mural Fest. Alva Beer Co. is where you're going to want to set up shop right there. They've got one being painted on Alva Beer Co. and another painted on at Sanctuary Day Spa. So, also happening along with the Alva Mural Fest is some activities for the kids. We've got music by Boss Music. We've got Nam and Pops, inflatable fun, and then there is a stick horse race at 5:30, and you can get enrolled to run the 5K for $25. And you can do that either at Schuessler Insurance or at the chamber office. We've got registration forms at either place. So get registered to run the 5K for $25. That is at 6:15 is when the mural run starts. So there's lots of fun stuff happening throughout the weekend. Also, you're going to see lots of alumni from Northwestern coming back to town with Spring Alumni Reunion happening. And Chrislyn Arthurs is having an album release party on Friday night at 7 p.m. at Alva Beer Co. Then we move into Saturday. I guess I kind of already did that, talking about it.
Go ahead, but talk slower because we're working on what you're doing behind the scenes, and we're sometimes okay and sometimes not. So we're probably going to go back through a couple of things that you've said here, just briefly.
Okay.
That's my report.
Okay.
You
So,
want to say hi to Chad while I have him on the phone here?
hello.
Hi, Chad, from Jody. No, hi, you say hi, Jody. Yep, that's good, that's good. Okay, back to the action, Jody.
So on Saturday, there is an MS walk. That's going to be at 901 Homestead Drive, and that is at 10 a.m. If it is raining, they will meet at the Wellness Center on the campus of Northwestern. You can register to walk or donate at walkms.org or send a donation if you'd like to Elda Jones at 901 Homestead Drive B2. And that is in Alva. On Saturday at Alva Beer Co., they are celebrating the Lady Rangers with a meet and greet. There's going to be autographed basketballs and pictures, highlight reel viewing, and a portion of the sales will go back to the Lady Ranger program. That is on Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m., hosted by Alva Beer Co. So you're going to see the women's basketball GAC champions. They were 2026 women's basketball GAC champions, the Lady Rangers, and we are all so proud of them. And then also later at Alva Beer Co. is All Town on April 25th at 7 p.m. So on Sunday, of course, there's all the Sunday church services. and the Little Shop of Horrors musical at Northwestern at 2 p.m. As I always say, if you are bored, it is your own fault. There is so much going on right here in Alva. Of course, there's lots of downtown shopping. It's been so beautiful out. You can go out and go for a walk and experience everything that Alva has to offer because Alva does have so much to offer. In addition to Alpha having so much to offer, it's this entire area. You can go dig salt crystals. That area is open now. You can go check out Alabaster Caverns. When's the last time you went to Alabaster Caverns? Whether you go into the cave or you just go out hiking in that area, you can certainly do that. And then, of course, go check out Little Sahara. There is so much happening there. There are even places where you can rent a dune buggy and go out on the dunes. Whether you choose to do that on your own or you have a tour guide, that is available down there. Um, Also, in other news, we have banquet happening for the Alva Chamber Christmas. The Alva Chamber of Commerce is hoping to expand the Christmas event to bring even more holiday cheer to town, and you can drop by any donation location. That's High Plains Bank, Wisdom Heritage Bank, Dream First Bank, Hopeton State Bank. Now, from now until June 30th, you can drop by any of those places and get your donation in. And here's some exciting news from Bushman Heat and Air. It's the time of year for seasonal preps on AC units, and Bushman Heat and Air is excited to share that they now have service plans for their HVAC units. It's $16 monthly or $22 monthly, provides you with 2 preventative maintenance visits per year, and condensation line flush, AC washouts in the spring, and priority service. Member promotions, and the best part, is 5 to 10% off all repairs. So that is some really great information from Bushman Heat and Air. It is time to start getting your AC ready. So if you have, of course, all of this information is coming from the Chamber newsletter, which goes out every Monday around 4 p.m. So you can always subscribe to the newsletter at alvaok.net.
So, Jody, I welcome you into the program today. Myself welcoming you and no one else, because we have just hooked up another piece of equipment and I'm seeing if it will work right now. So, Chad is hopefully listening in Chadland and he'll tell me yes or no. The information that you gave, while it was magnificent, you know, Jody, probably some of the best work you've ever done, we destroyed part of it because we were doing. Chad, she seems to be taking it okay. I think I can let you go now. You want to say hi to the people on the chamber chats, Chad?
Well, sure. Hello, everyone. I appreciate your patience while we work through our technical issues. But
conundrum. We call our technical term is conundrum. Conundrum.
Right. Conundrum maxim is how we refer to it. At any rate, thank you all very much for listening.
Thank you, Chad. Now get back to earning a living, and we'll carry on. Thank you.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye. It's amazing what you can do in this day and age, Jody, if you just have the right people. Some would say I might not be the right person, but
Connections are everything.
say, you would know that, you being the chamber lady. So Jody, you were doing such a great job. Do you mind repeating just a bit of it? But first, can I ask you what's on my mind?
Sure.
I was really, in fact, Jane McDermott asked me this. She, you know, you know how active Jane is in all things this part of the country and so on. She was unable to attend either the exit issues or the. Did we give a name to Jeremy Zeller's
I think it was data centers, fact or fiction.
data center about fact or fiction? She asked me, how did that go? I said, it was marvelous. I mean, the room was full for eggs and issues and very enjoyable. And the breakfast, who did the breakfast?
You know, I didn't even realize that it was happening like this, but Haley Reagan is one of our chamber, she's on our chamber board of directors. And she was like so gracious to help us throughout the entire turkey hunt and just being our person for the turkey hunt on that turkey hunt committee. And not only did she get everything ready for the lunch and learn and plan all of that last Wednesday, but she also cooked the breakfast herself on Friday morning. And I was like, Haley, do you need help? What do you need? And she's like, I got this. It's fine. And so she cooked it and it was great. So like a breakfast burrito bar sort of thing. And it went wonderfully.
And the compliments, I mean, I was interviewing the mayor, and I'm interviewing while he's eating, you know, and I'm going, that looks just great. And he said, it is. It is really good. Go get you some. So I did. It was not your typical morning little snack.
No, it was very hearty. She was just an absolute rock star last week.
True. Uh, the 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 data center thing, I really enjoyed, and we won't spend any time on it, but I will tell you, um, go to KELVradio.com and go to our Facebook page or go to YouTube. And I watched the thing completely through yesterday again, just because I enjoyed it so much. Jay Scheidler from the Department of Commerce, who was Jeremy Zeller's guest, uh, did the presentation, and obviously he's done a bunch of them. It was really informative, and I'll say this one thing, and we'll go back to what you're discussing. It seems to me that a whole lot of people, quite a few people in this area, have done some research on data centers. And probably we need to all get together and have our own forum and chat about it back and forth and then bring another expert in. I learned so much about it that I had no idea about that. I mean, I'm not any kind of an authority. I just think it's really interesting, and as Jay Scheidler said, you can think about it what you want, but it's not going to go away. He said, and if you think there aren't data centers in Alva, Oklahoma, every time you say to Siri, hey Siri, what's the weather for northwest Oklahoma? A data center pretty close to here kicks in, and there's all kinds of, there are different size data centers. I mean, the hospital out here has a data center. They got zillions of emails and texts and what do we do about this and that going on in their purview, and that is a data center. I didn't even think about it like that. I think about the one in Pryor that has 1 million square feet. I mean, it really does, even a little more than that. And that's not something that's going to happen here because you got to have the stuff to make it work. So, congratulations, you and Megan on the exit issues. And Carl pointed out it's been renamed. What did he say it used to be?
Oh, we've had it as the legislative eggs and issues for a long time.
Is that
So
right?
yeah, yeah. So I mean, I'm just gonna, I I don't know about that.
So all the information was good except that.
I mean, it was fine. It was fine. It's all good. You know, and you mentioned, this is something that's coming. It's not going to go away. I think about that with, I wonder if we were to go back in time, what people were thinking about the internet.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, no kidding. No kidding. When I first, being in radio and television, we were exposed to the internet maybe a little bit sooner than, I don't know, some people. Not all. I mean, it's hard to get ahead of school teachers when it comes to new gizmos and stuff. The thing that you used at the Gala to vote.
Hmm.
What was the name of that?
I think it was like Slido or something like that. Yeah.
And so I said, your sister Raylene and Skeeter were sitting behind me,
Hmm.
and so at a break I turned around and said, "That's the coolest thing I've ever seen." She said, "I've been using it for 3 years in my class."
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So,
Yeah. I mean, it's like we're always evolving, and things are always moving forward. Imagine not having the internet available. I mean, people don't have a dictionary in their house anymore. They don't have a thesaurus in their house anymore. They may not even know what those things are anymore. We just go and we look it up real quick online. I was trying to, I mean, something earlier. I'm like, I wonder how I get this to work. And what did I do? I went and Googled it, and but when I was in high school, like, was that even a thing? Like, because I mean, we had two computers, I think, in the library at that point
right.
that had internet access.
I was at a conference, and there was like, well, they announced the attendance, 3,800 people there. So this guy spoke, and then the woman MC got up afterward to do the transition, and she said, that was such great information, but I got to tell you, you're such a great speaker. I could listen to you read the phone book and just love it. And this voice in the back went, "What's a phone book?"
That's right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we do have to. I mean, being aware of what things are, but also being aware that things are always changing and evolving into the next thing. So,
But back to your question about what would we thought of the internet? I never had a thought about the dark internet
oh,
until we were way into it. I never considered, well, could this thing have a downside?
hmm,
Could this internet, I mean, it's so wonderful. Could it possibly have a downside? That never occurred to me until somebody said, "Let me show you this." And I went, oh dear.
hmm,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, for every good thing, there's always something that's trying to come against it. But yeah, or for every bad thing, there's always two good things coming. That's what I like to think, anyway. So yeah, but just focusing on the good. That's what we like to do, is to focus on the good, and promote those things. And we've got a lot of good going on right here in Alva, right here in Northwest Oklahoma, right here in this area. I believe that this area is just the cream of the crop. And so that's what we get to shout out. So lots happening this week, Ben.
would you, and I know that you're busy, and I know that you have a bunch to do, but would you take the first 5 minutes or so of what you did and do it again
Absolutely.
without hating me?
Absolutely,
Oh,
Ben.
oh,
I
good.
don't hate you at all. Listen, when I came in and I saw that it was only you, I thought,
Wait a minute.
you know,
You don't have to explain it all. Just good. You don't have to explain that without Kate here.
I'm like, we may or may not have this today. Um,
First, I've got to quit. I got to get Ben to quit crying and try to work this out. For God's sake, get somebody on the phone that knows what goes on here.
I'm glad we can razz each other and be okay.
Only half of us are really okay, Jody.
Oh, okay. Well, So on Tuesday, actually, you have multiple opportunities this week to give blood. And at Share Medical Center on Tuesday, you can do that from 10 to 3. Go look for the blood mobile. And when you choose to give blood at Share Medical Center, you get 50%, or not 50%, 50 cents, 50 cents off a drink of choice from Wicked Grind Coffee for the donors, or a free cookie. So go out and give blood at Share Medical Center, or you can give blood at Northwestern on Wednesday or Thursday, as there's another blood drive there from 10 to 3 in the Ranger Room. Of course, as always, walk-ins are welcome, but you can also go ahead and register at obi.org if you'd like to have an appointment. Remember that a photo ID is required when you go to give blood. On Tuesday, Gambino's is doing something great and offering 10% back to different organizations who have signed up. And this week, that 10% is going toward the Woods County Coalition. So go order yourself a pizza from Gambino's on Tuesday. And when you do that, 10% will be given back. Now, Monday through Thursday, there is a revival that is going on in the Ranger Room at Northwestern. That starts at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6:30, so you can go check that out. On Thursday, it is official. Alva State Bank is now Wisdom Heritage Bank. And on Thursday, they are having a ribbon cutting, and you are invited. That is happening at 2 p.m. on Thursday. There's going to be a welcome from the CEO, Dr. Peggy Wisdom, and refreshments and giveaways will be happening as well. And one of those giveaways is a 52-quart cooler. So if that's your thing, make sure you get there and get your name in for the giveaways. Now, this is a packed full weekend. We have the musical at Northwestern. These students and community members have been working hard all semester long with the musical Little Shop of Horrors. The dress rehearsals are starting this week already, but performances will be on Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. and again at 2 p.m. on Sunday. General admission tickets are $15. Northwestern employees are $10 tickets, get $10 tickets, and then students and seniors are $5 tickets. So you can order those online, or you can purchase those at the door. Again, that's Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 2. On Friday after school, there's a make and take at Graceful Arts with Katie Keller. This is for kids of all ages, and the cost is $10 per person. And then on Friday, the Mural Fest begins. Now, I'll tell you, Ben, they actually are already, you can see on Alva Beer Co. where the wall is painted, and they're kind of starting to do some prep work for the mural being painted. We've got Courtney Miller, also known as Red Dirt Rosie, and Tox Murillo painting 2 new murals in town. Those are going to be at Alva Beer Co. and at Sanctuary Day Spa. So if you set up right there around 4th Street at Alva Beer Co., you're going to be able to see both of those murals being painted, and that's just going to be a really, really cool experience. You can chat with the artists and that sort of thing. But in addition to that, the Mural Society has been like amping this up to have more than just the painters. They've got a 5K and fun run. You can register for that for $25. That starts at 6:15 on Friday evening. There is also at 5:30, there is a stick horse race. So if you have a kiddo up to age 12 or 5th grade, they can participate in that. There's also a create your own sidewalk chalk mural. The chalk is provided. Also, the stick horses are provided for the kiddos as well. And then Naaman Pops has inflatable fun, and Boss Music will be playing music. So get downtown, check out the Mural Fest this weekend. It's always fun to see that artwork come to life. And then on Friday night at Alva Beer Co. is the album release party for Chrislyn Arthurs. She's got her Honky Tonk PhD, or at least that's the name of the album. So you can go check that out at 7 p.m. at Alva Beer Co. on Friday night. On Saturday, there is an MS walk at the Homestead. If weather is not great, you will be meeting at the Wellness Center. That starts at 10 a.m. on Saturday. And then they're celebrating the Lady Rangers being the women's basketball GAC champions for 2026, having a meet and greet from 2 to 4 at Alva Beer Co. And a portion of the sales will be going back to the Lady Ranger program. Also on Saturday night is All Town at Alva Beer Co. at 7 p.m. So lots and lots of stuff happening this weekend. And of course, I do have to shout it out because it is a new vision for Bank-It. From now until June 30th, you are banking it for the Alva Chamber Christmas. So, of course, that's near and dear to Megan and I's heart with the Chamber Christmas. But you can stop by any donation location, High Plains Bank, Wisdom Heritage, Dream First Bank, Hopeton State Bank. All of these locations are accepting donations for that. And you can actually be part of all of the visions by signing up to just have $1 a month taken out, because if just $1 a month is taken out, that's not going to break your bank. Maybe you want to take out $5 a month toward these visions, but that adds up. It adds up when more and more people choose to do that. So go consider giving to Bank-It.
I know three people that a part of their story is that they started giving to something that they really believed in when they were one was like 7 years old, one was 9 years old, and the person said, the person I guess being the spokesman for whatever it was, said, and don't think that you have to break the bank here. If you can give $1 a month, that helps. And that gave them I don't know. It's just easier to do something after you do it, after you try it, and see it work, and then you become a part of. I mean, whatever it is helping people do whatever, and you're a part of it. So start when you can and give what you can.
I mean, what do we have right here in Alva? We have approximately 5,000 people?
Yeah, five and some change. That's a
Yeah.
terrible way to talk about people, but yeah.
Yeah, around 5,000 people. Say every person gives $1 a month for a year. That's $60,000.
It is.
Like put toward all of these organizations that are in turn giving back. I mean, each of those visions are something that is giving back to the community. And so, it's many hands make light work. So whether it be physical labor, whether it be just donating $1 toward something. So that's just $1. And there's many who give way more than that. So
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, Jody, thank you incredibly. The chamber is moving stuff now. I mean, moving things forward in Alva, Oklahoma. Thank you for what you do. As we have started saying about you and Megan, two part-timers working about 80 hours a week, each of them. So, yeah. And as we say in an organization that I'm in, we do a lot of stuff for fun and for free that really turns out better than some of the stuff we get paid to do.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got love in your heart.
Yeah.
Can I pile on one that is not Alva?
Of course.
This is a new thing. I just saw the flyer on it. So the Northwestern Substance Abuse Treatment Center, which, by the way, Jody, got an award. It was actually awarded late last year, or actually midway through last year. And PR being what it is, it's just now coming to light. Excuse me, the little treatment center in Winoka, which is substance abuse help for women with children, women pregnant to have children, either way, was the sixth best treatment center of its type in the United States last year.
Wow, that's amazing.
Isn't that incredible? They are sponsoring, or having, not sponsoring, they're having a Mexican Pile-On benefit dinner. Sunday, May the 3rd, from noon to 2:30 at the Winoka Senior Citizen Center at 2601 East Broadway in Winoka. The treatment center says their little motto is getting the right help, changing lives, creating a difference. The meal is by donation only and includes Mexican Pile-On, tea, coffee, and water. So join us. It comes to the surface for me, Jody, that both Winoka and Alba now have new locations and new looking treatment senior citizen center.
Mm-hmm.
The Alba one is open, and Winoka is too. In fact, we're going to do Rose and Ben there the second Thursday in May, and we'll be doing the Alba one right after that. We haven't actually put the date on that one, but we'll be having fun at those places. Great to see you today, Jody. The kids okay?
Absolutely.
I saw the TikTok that you did, or I don't know if it's a TikTok really. It was a video of having your petting. What do you call it?
Or porta-petty.
The porta-petty at the 80th annual Winoka Rattlesnake
Yeah.
Roundup.
Yeah. Do you like that?
I
the
liked
end?
it, but Jody, I bring it up to say this, Jody.
Uh-huh.
You had a wonderful sequence of things that were going on there, and one of the sequences was where this young person who was having a great time rode Igor,
Uh-huh.
who is a
Indo-Brazilian.
yeah,
Watusi.
yeah. He'll weigh 1,600 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
He's a big one. The part where you said you had this cute kid and said, and there was fun had by young, and then you showed this picture of me on Igor and said, and the not still young.
Not so young. I paused.
You did pause.
I
for the
paused when
longest
I
time.
said it because I was like, as I was recording it. I was recording
Oh,
it.
it
I
had
was
much
watching
more-
it and recording it, and I was like, I can't say old. I don't want Ben to get offended by me saying old. And so I said the young, and then maybe it ended up being even worse when I said not so young. I see what I thought about afterwards was what I should have said was young at heart. That's what I should have said. But quite honestly, Ben, everything had gone so well as I recorded it up to that point. I decided not to re-record and just take that recording. So I apologize if that offended you.
Reminds me of one time Willie Nelson sang the national anthem at the White House. I can't remember who was the president then, but that's when he was talked about by some Secret Service members. They caught him on the roof smoking a doobie on the roof of the White House, which was probably wouldn't even be noticed today, but was then. And the guy I was with was a friend of Willie's, and he said, you know, when you sang that, you really missed, this guy was a musician, he said, you really missed that such and such note. And Willie said, well, I thought, what the heck, just keep on going, maybe nobody will notice. That's kind of what you did.
Yeah.
Sort of. Don't think that you offended me, Jody. I just wanted, never mind. So we'll be back next Monday or Wednesday, depending on, are you okay next Monday? It's your meeting, isn't it?
No, it's the second. Our meeting is the second.
Oh,
We're still in April right now, so we're.
wow,
Let's
this is the
see.
first time I've thought backward in a while. I mean,
Yeah,
a little bit ago I was listening to you and I thought it's going to be Christmas in 2 weeks. I
yeah,
mean, we're
yeah.
flying
No,
by.
we're good. We've still got like 3 weeks till our next meeting, so we're good.
Okay, okay. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for doing whatever you were doing while we had Chad and others working up line to get undone whatever I did that made it impossible for us to put this radio station on the air. So we've gotten past that. That makes it a better day for me. I hope your Monday speeds right along too. So for Jody and Ben, remember, no, don't remember that. Just do the best you can. Bye.